Alright, let's find the thing if I'm still actually streaming. I always gotta friggin' double check. Alright, we should be good this time. Okay. Back to getting myself into drawing traditionally, drawing on the tablet here. I feel like I need one ear plugged and the other one ear covered and the other one not covered, or I feel like I'm a little too exposed. Where's my thing? I sent someone, 1 second. Alright. So I'm actually going to review some live drawing because that's what I want to do. This is for educational purposes, by the way. So if you see a little bit of a nude, don't lose your shit, YouTube. Let me pop these open here. So what I'm doing actually right now is I wanted to look through my life drawing and see what I can glean. I think it's interesting. I was looking at this one. It's funny because this one ended up being the this one ended up being the most disjointed. I don't want to say disjointed. What's the word I could use for this? This is the one that ended up looking the least like the person, but ended up being kind of the closest to the shadow shapes I wanted, and also the most interesting. What I'm just trying to identify now is I'm just reviewing my work and trying to recollect the model in my head. Like as a post life drawing experiment here, because actually my goal isn't just to go to life drawing, it's to I'd like to dramatically improve, and I think the process for that requires a little more strategy than I'm used to applying, and it requires like recall, a lot more recall than I tend to do. So I'm just kind of like trying to keep this session as live as possible in my head. So right now I'm just rebuilding the shadow shapes based on what I remembered from the session. It was like 2 hours long. It was just the one guy in the one pose. I guess it's for painters. There was a bunch of painters there because they didn't want any. The guy didn't move the whole time, so. So this is the first one. All right, what am I doing here? So I was just thinking about this process here. I really do think it benefited. Once I started drawing the nose with this little diamond pattern, a lot of the shapes kind of made more sense to me. So this is something I definitely picked up on during that session. I think it's worth re-exploring. I was trying to focus on just two values, like you know, not go into midtones, and definitely feel like I definitely feel like a get a nice brush for this. Is that too thick? There we go. Just a little too rough for this sort of deal. Let's see if I can find one that's less rough. That's much softer. This one? I guess I'm just kind of revisiting this. I need a better tool. Draw shadow with. I might just use this. I'm just trying to re-explore, rekindle my memory of this this model. I think it's my new mode of operation for improving has been explicitly. It's not enough to just reference and draw. It's intrinsic to the process that you re-explore and revisit every single thing you every time you attempt to learn. You really need to come back to it. Otherwise, it's just lost time. And I say this as a person who's, I think I've drawn so much over the years, and there's so many things I know I've drawn that, like, if I could recollect them, I definitely would be I'd definitely be in a better spot artistically. So part of me is just kind of like, how do I fix this problem where, you know, I spend all this time drawing, but I really don't get as much out of it that than I really feel like I should be getting. So what I'm doing right now, and I think part of that is just having poor memory. And as I've discussed, you know, learning difficulties and so forth. So my solution to all this is to just, since I'm at that sort of deficit, my goal now is to just ensure that if I do learn something, that it sticks with me for life. So what I'm doing is I'm actually revisiting and trying to recollect and correct some of the life drawing I did by just reworking it over. And then as I'm doing this, I'm trying to remember the session itself and the little things I noticed, so that those have a better chance of sticking. So that's what I'm doing. Damn. Sake's treating me good. I need to do these when everyone isn't sleeping, but I just happened to get this kind of late. But it is what it is. This one here, I ended up not liking too much. But what I'm going to use this as is an opportunity to learn to lock in shadows right now with this brush. Once again, this triangle really helps out. I think on a cute character you can do a little round, and on a more masculine character I think a triangle really works as a better signifier of those shapes. I also remember kind of seizing upon this sort of shape. So there was this and this kind of like this sort of shape under the lip that I ended up kind of like really clarifying some of the volumes for me. Oh. There was definitely a hard shadow going this way and a bunch of mid-tones up in here, up in this zone. He had a pretty flat head. He had a lot of curly hair that I wasn't in the mood to draw, so a lot of it is just implied. Let's see, what else? There was these deep eye socket shadows, I remember as well. Very clear, like, these things are very obvious. And the shadows of his eyebrows, of his ocular orbit and his eyebrows were kind of mixed. Though I think I can kind of lighten it up a bit and then imply stronger eyebrows here. But I was at the time just trying to focus on, I was trying to focus specifically on just two tones, so the shadows and the ocular orbits kind of got the same level of shading. I gotta get a here. Let me make a layer, drop it. Right. I think this brush is pretty good. I made this thing quite a while ago, but I think it's pretty good for its purpose. I think this blending brush is pretty good for blending as well. I feel like I need like a bit of, I think there's like a little chisel brush I made over here. It's not that one. That one. Might be able to just use these brushes. This one. This might be a little too sharp though. feel like it should be this brush, maybe. This chalk brush tends to be pretty sharp. Wonder if I drop it down to its opacity. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so let's go for it. Just going to keep trying to apply and remember what I saw. So I don't really have too much of a purpose beyond re-exploring, re-exposing myself to this model, because my intent here is to just have the session stick. Not just go to do life drawing and then forget that I did it and not gain anything. So what I'm trying here is I'm really trying to ensure that all of this stores itself in my noggin. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just keep doing that until it's stuck in there real good. I do remember I'm kind of like sinking stuff into shadow pretty strongly. I don't know if I should be doing that. I mean, I do remember the shape of his nostrils. They were kind of like this. And definitely his like eyes had a super strong shine because there was a strong light around there. Yeah, clearly had these really obvious very obvious eyelid shadows. I'm not quite sure this really looks like him still, but I don't know if that matters too much with this process. I'm not even quite sure if this is a process that helps or harms, but like I said, it does. If it helps cement my observations, then that's better than just fucking forgetting everything, which is definitely something I'm trying to reduce lately. Where's that? I used to have a pretty good airbrush. Where is it? This one, no. So this one, yes. So this airbrush is kind of a multi-purpose airbrush. You can get both pretty sharp stuff, and if you press hard, you can get pretty good sharpness and softness from the same brush. I'm gonna save this one. Give me a second, it's gonna take a while to save. I'm gonna save this one too. This one, I think it was my last one. I didn't hate it, but I think aiming for accuracy. This is the only one that I actually went through the whole. I think this is the of all these. I think this is the one I spent the most time trying to apply, like, traditional actual concepts, actual facial construction concepts, which I'm trying to get better about using. So here what I did was I built I did the skull, but once again, like, I'm on the fence about this because quite clearly, and it's discussed in the it's spoken of in what's his face's book, friggin' what's his face? Oh, I can't remember his name. Anyway, Loomis's book, he discusses that basically the point of this head isn't to use it in life drawing. The point of this head is to slot in decent enough heads to pitch an advertising pose, and then you get models to pose it, and then you just draw those models. So the idea of using the Loomis head live for live modeling is kind of supposedly silly. I mean, it could have its own value. I could see someone imprinting form and shape into this as they do live life drawing, and then apply that when they're done, when they're not live drawing, so they have like kind of like a substructure to build off of that makes sense to them. So it's not, I'm not saying it's void of value. I think it functions in a very specific way, but I don't think it's a requirement, the requirement people make it out to be. I think it has more value as a way of imagining a new head instead of dragging it into your live drawing sessions. But and I'll be honest, when I used it, my biggest problem with it is that it really stifled my my sense of flow and my creativity. I felt like I was really being kind of locked down to something that made life drawing a little less fun than it could have been. So who knows? Who knows? So I'd say it's decent enough to help me kind of correct this drawing. Now that I've like post life drawing session, I can kind of come back and look at it and kind of adjust things based on it. Most notably the nostril here, kind of off. And a few other things are a little off, but I don't know. I don't know how intrinsically important it is. to drag in the Loomis head while you're doing life drawing. Right? It feels like it feels a little heavy-handed, but I guess to each his own. Here I remember the ear being just slightly taller. But this is one of the major observations I made, is that ear was just a little bit higher. And I remember definitely that there was just very little space here, so that the shoulder started up pretty early. So applying my memories just to kind of get this to make sense. I'm just gonna make a new layer and apply a bit of value tone, a bit of toning. But this is more like the goal was just to apply the apply a bit of correction, because the intent of the original life drawing was to try to see how the Loomis head functioned in the as far as the how the Loomis head applies in a like life drawing context. So now I'm just kind of looking at a bit of the wonkiness. Definitely feel like there was more head, a little too much jaw. More forehead. Definitely more like this. This was a little cleaner, so this would come from the ear, right? So there's definitely very little. This was all in the white, so like putting a line here is kind of not as counterintuitive to the actual what I remember. I remember this being almost entirely bathed in white. So I'm going to try to go for that look by just keeping the edge soft. But I don't know, I could probably easily overwork this, so I'm just going to leave it at where it is now. So I'm going to save it as this one is also as a PSD. Let me nuke that a little bit. Okay. Let me crop this in a bit. There's a lot of white empty space. Save that. This was kind of my warm-up. I felt kind of a little, I felt a little I want to say nervous. I felt like a little overwhelmed, maybe overwhelmed. I don't know, it's hard to describe how I felt, but it definitely took me a little bit to get started. So I just kind of brought in the darkest pencil I had and then just went to town with the dark pencil. With like a pretty dark Conte. And so I was just trying to find where all the value blocks were. I remember there being a very thin line above the nose. His lips were actually pretty thin. But I thought exaggerating his lips was a little more interesting. But if I were to make them thinner, they'd be more like this. And then let's see, something like that. And then his nose definitely had like a, there's a pretty complicated component here with the nose that I wasn't really picking up on. It was in this corner. I'm not going to overwork that too much, but I'm definitely going to try to make sure the shadow, the general shadow works. Let's go into this area here. And it definitely had his hair really highlighted his forehead with that. But my first go at it, I kind of just sunk everything in these shadow pools of the eyes. But there were definitely clearly like light spots. So I'm going to just kind of recreate the ones I noticed. But definitely that. Definitely that. Shadow was there. Definitely something like this. This went down like that and then like this. So let's do that. Riveting, eh guys? It's real fun. But it's actually quite important to approach your art this way, unless you want to be relegated to always kind of beating me, you know, just a little bit under where you'd like to be. It's really important, I think, especially if you're an inattentive person, to revisit your work and find exactly what it is you want to learn from it. It might be really important for you to learn that, to do that, especially if you're kind of like a, for instance, like me, I'm pretty, I definitely believe I have some learning disorders that need to be resolved. Duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate my moon brush. Rotate it. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's some there's learning difficulties that require me to spend more time than the average bear to solve a lot of, or to really kind of embed this information into my skull. And I used to kind of bulk and be annoyed with this, but at this point, my feeling is that that's just what it takes. That's just gonna be what it takes. So if I need more time than the average bear, then I'll do it. So here I am. Let's see. Trying to make sure I'm getting these not overindulge too much in the gradient effect of this brush. I find it really helps to just keep things from being a little too harsh. but it's easy to kind of indulge in the effect it has. So I'm going to just try to make sure that I'm using that effect minimally. I think this is a pretty good breakdown of the model here. So let's just leave it at that. Maybe I can blur this. I think I like this blur the most. A little bit. Make it feel like trad art a little more. Definitely feel this lip is a little bit to the left too much. I'm going to move it to the right. This definitely feels more like this. Just going to move it a little bit. So once again, hopefully this helps me recollect this on the next time I go live stream. So my next what's it called? My next session is in 2 days, so I'm looking forward to seeing how much of this I can apply in 2 days. I'm overworking this just a little bit, but I'm just curious about this, about blending these halftones. I think once I get good at these blocking in the shadows like this, I mean, from my understanding and from what I've seen from the, you know, art tutorials, advanced art tutorials, is that once you kind of get this going pretty good, once you can kind of really block in these shapes, things get a lot easier, because you can just, once the blending, once you've got these in the right spot, then the blending is just, it's just about giving it the right edge value, and then everything kind of just falls in place a lot easier once you know that, you know, what your once you have the shadow shapes in the right spot, then it's just about applying edge control. It's about edging you guys, and then once you got that going, once you get to the edging point and everything's in the right place, then it's a lot easier. So let's save that one as well. Let's see what else. I got one more, I think. So these ones I find kind of interesting as well. This is like a right at the beginning, and definitely my my likeness was pretty off. But I still find these pretty interesting. I don't know, I don't hate them, but you know, I think as long as I do a pass where I go for likeness, one for shadow, and one for expressiveness, I'm kind of getting what I want out of the process. But I did draw this guy for 2.5 hours straight, so might as well make him permanently embedded into my skull as something I can recall whenever I want to recall it. Um, yeah. I'll probably do like, so part of the reason I'm doing these videos as well is I'm trying to get a little more more involved and engaged. But I've also come to understand, you know, it can't just be this boring shit. So I'm gonna maybe do some slightly spicy art after this, see if I can seduce people with a thumbnail. But I gotta draw that thing first. I'm wondering what I can draw that might be of interest to anyone who's here right now, because I know most of you guys are sleeping. Most of my audience is in the West and they're probably sleeping right now, so if you are here, here's your chance to ask me. I'm making him look a little more Chadly this time, just for funsies. At this point, it feels like, you know, I've looked at this guy's face and I've drawn it enough times. I feel it's like I'm not even like having to deconstruct it or anything like that. It feels kind of like almost like an innate, weird innate drawing, like secondhand feeling. And I wonder if that's kind of like an important aspect of like getting more natural about drawing, where it's just like you're thinking a lot less about, you know, does this look right? You know, I definitely feel at this point, this is perfectly fine facial anatomy. So there's nothing really like wrong with this. Maybe, you know, it's not perfect, but it's not egregious in any serious way. The eyes are kind of lined up, the mouth is lined up. Any of the issues I did have, I kind of cleaned them up a bit with this pass. Definitely feel like this guy didn't really have strong lines like this, but I'm gonna just put him in to see what that looks like. Maybe make sure his Cupid's bow is a little more obvious. Starting to not look like him, but at this point, I'm fine with that. I'm actually just more interested in rendering this image a little bit, giving it a proper treatment, and kind of just building something a little different. I'm building on top of the image and kind of seeing where I can go with it. So right now it's more of like a little bit of experimenting. Maybe trying to get in some like tones I'm not used to getting, some subtler, more subtle tones. I guess I can't say subtler. More subtle tones. Maybe define his eyebrows a little bit. Oh. But I think I'm in a good spot with this. I'm gonna just blend a bit, just for funsies here. I'm gonna use a blender. Just a little bit of blending. Definitely feel like these lips aren't really the right shape. But, you know, whatever. This is the funsy part now. I gave it a good go on the other images. I'm trying to remember where the highlights were. I definitely feel this area was pretty bathed in light. So darkening it this much is actually kind of against the, what I remember the light being. I've definitely moved out of likeness territory. But I'm fine with that. I'm more interested in kind of rendering this a little more right now than I am about likeness. Definitely this area here was in a lot, there was a lot more light here. But I don't know if completely nuking the side of value is the best thing to do, because it makes it feel kind of empty. I feel that if I do that, I should do something like this. I should be actually going like cutting this out like this, and then painting in like some sort of value, although this makes it feel really weird. Definitely feels this area should be a lot more in the dark. But I think that works good enough. I don't think we're in I think I'm going to probably wrap it up at this point. I think this is a good point to be here. I'm going to put this to rest. And save that out a bit as a PSD. And I guess I'm gonna do some fun drawings. right? Someone wants me to draw a robot. Clamps for hands, you say? Oh, well, 1 second. I'm gonna draw some anime characters. What do you guys think about that? What do you two people think about that? You like that? I have a better one, but I'm just using this one right now for some reason. I'm gonna draw some anime. What do you guys think about that? Some cool anime. Let's see. Just keep this to big discs. There. An anime girl with lips. How dare I? How dare I do such a thing? The trick is you just do this. The whole point of drawing anime is you don't have to draw a lip. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm watching an anime. I don't know if you guys want to watch. I don't know. It's like on YouTube or something. I'm watching Birdie the Mighty. I kind of like the style, but only sometimes. I didn't know Killer Tomatoes had a sequel. I might have to watch it. What the fuck was that anime called? I'm trying to find the name of an anime. I keep forgetting what it's called. It's like called something like Dungeon something? No. Uh X fuck. What's it called? What's it called? Where the fuck is it? I'm gonna have to look into playlists. Look at the fuck it. Called. Show me the goods, bro. I actually really liked. I didn't think I'd like Dirty Pair as much as I did, but I actually kind of like Dirty Pair. The fuck, where is it? I have to look at my goddamn history. History. Called Ruin Explorers. I'm gonna get my ass ruined. They're so skinny in this fucking anime. Time to get ruined. They have such wonky little legs in this show. They just do this shit. And then the feet are little potatoes. I'll just show you guys what I'm watching so you don't get confused. Where the fuck is it? Yo, little potato feet.
From the combination of 3 enchanted items. When he came here, the king often told me of how he called upon the magic of the spirit sword, known as Sargus, the mirror of truth and the proof of royalty. He placed one of those items here and visited me under the pretense of invoking the power. That is all I know. I'm sorry I could not help you.
Hey, wait! Wait a friggin' minute!
This can't be!
After all the hell we've gone through, now we have to go back to the starting point all over again. Who went through hell? Huh? We heard everything that went on in there. You've got some nerve saying that after we did it all for you. Huh? It's so nice to see that you're safe.
Oh, please! It was a momentary lapse of caution.
You won't double-cross us again! Magic armor! Your enemies are right before you! Those low-life thieves have stolen the idol!
So what I'm doing actually right now is something I kind of like doing, and I think actually it helps. Is more beneficial than actually just looking at references. Is I'll see a pose, and then as it's being held there, I'll try to really internalize and remember that pose. And whenever I'm like, I don't know what else goes in this pose, I'll just have to like wait for the character to show up and just like take that new pose and like kind of try to retrofit it into the thing. It's actually rather hard to do, but I think it's more beneficial. And then the benefit is you can rewatch it, see it again, and then kind of correct it and stop it if ever you need to really see it again.
Nothing was it. Still your arrogant tongue.
It's still very hard though. I'm still trying to visualize what I saw. Whoa! YouTube, come on! This is on YouTube. How is this allowed?
Oh no, she didn't cut me, did she?
This is really stupid. Come along, fam. Not so fast, my pretty.
She was angry there. That's all I got.
I'll talk about stupid. And that includes you. Why don't the two of you keep her royal majesty...
From my toenails to my dainty brown nose hairs.
Holy cow! That was nothing.
Nothing was it. Still your arrogant tongue. The mighty Miguel alone and on foot has bested 50 mounted riders at once. Beware my blade, boy. Huh?
Hey, no freak peace, you pervert!
Oh, Mama! The boy's a girl!
This is what I remember, but I drew it kind of off. So let's see. Now that I drew it, I think my mind's going to be more receptive to a correction. Oh, I'm glad they're helpful. I don't know. I'd like more people to see them, so I'm going to try to do these videos more often, and maybe the more people will, you know, like and give some subscribes and stuff, so that more people can see them. Right now, it's been kind of hard to get any kind of decent audience, but I really would like people to benefit from them. I think there's a lot of like little secret nuggets of information that's kind of hard to get to. All right, so this goes here. So I'm just kind of applying the correction, but to the same angle. Definitely feels like this should be like up here. I guess she doesn't have elf ears. I don't know why I thought she did. Also, how does this go? It goes like this, it goes down way lower. Does she have eye veins? That's kind of funny. I didn't notice that last time. This definitely goes up a little faster. And this fills out a little more. Oh, well, whatever.
It would appear that the great Miguel isn't so great after all.
Oh no, she didn't cut me, did she? Ooh.
God, they're so weirdly shaped in a way. Like, I like that they're proportions, but it's also really kind of hard to get my head around them.
I'll talk about stupid. And that includes you. Why don't the two of you keep Her Royal Majesty company for the rest of eternity? Bye.
What are the head proportions like?
I swear to the gods, you talk so big and accomplish so little, Miguel.
I'm sorry, Russia. Huh?
It's been sleep spell, Miguel.
This one has two. Gerloff, you bastard!
Thanks for handling all the grunt work for me, you muscle-headed buffoons.
You treacherous, greedy...
He who laughs last laughs the loudest and wins the prize.
That's not how that goes, but...
Exhausted, so I won't interrupt your nap any further, my good friends. After all, rune exploring is such hard work.
Miguel, you...
Time to get out of here.
Damn it all. I can't afford to keep using magic this way. Huh? Why that sneaky politician?
Oh, you know, like... She's got big hair in the back.
Magic to stop him.
Or she's got one of these bad boys.
You bet they will. Oh, great spirits that inhabit the earth, let the hidden seeds flower and continuous give birth.
can't tell what her fucking shoes look like. Oh, they're big boots.
Oh, thank goodness you're safe. I only did this because those two threatened my life, you know. Yes, that's right. I would never dream of imagining about trying to trick you two otherwise, really. Well, what? Oh, yes. Here, please, take this idol, of course. I was just holding it for you.
And anything else?
Oh, yes, please take your money back as well, of course.
That's better.
Wuss.
We did it, Eerie! We have the proof of royalty now! Well, I suppose. But we have to find the other two treasures first. Until we find the sword in the mirror, our quest for the ultimate power is still a long way from over, I'm afraid. Yeah, but that means we can travel and have fun!
Damn, look how complicated this fucking scepter is. Imagine being an animator and having to fucking animate this, and there's no 3D hadn't been invented yet. God damn it.
That means we can travel and have fun! You know, you're too damn cheerful. Don't forget that the others will be dogging our steps all the way. Oh, don't worry! Those losers are no match for my magical powers, Eerie! Oh, is that so? Well, in that case, I'm not going to let you go to sleep tonight until you completely memorize 5 more spells. Huh? 5? Oh, Eerie is being a meanie!
If I can draw this fucking thing. What a headache this thing would be to draw animate. Oof. Oof. So many fucking shapes to deal with. What a pain in the ass that is. You definitely want to pull out your fucking templates. Alright, just get all the details in and don't worry about the quality of the line. That's the trick I have lately. It's just don't stress too much about the line quality. Just aim for accuracy, not precision. Accuracy, not precision. It's the mantra. Mantra is accuracy, not precision. As a whole. As a whole, this should look good.
Okay.
But not every individual part matters.
Oh, spirits who hear my voice, give me power, I give you no. What comes after that? Ow! Why does it take so long for you to memorize anything? Can't you try just a little harder, fam? But Eerie! Listen, fam, just because we managed to get
Damn, internet ruined fam. It just sounds like they're talking to the chat.
All Eerie ever talks about anymore is finding that ultimate power. I can't believe how slow you are at memorizing spells. Having to rely on a you is starting to get on my
Whoa,
nerves.
that sucks. That's a not a fun shit. This is not a fun series of things to draw.
Hey,
I don't know. Maybe if I was not on my tablet.
what's wrong? I'm sorry that I've held you back, Eerie. Since I'm so dense and
Yeah, it's all gone now. Now it's just dog shit. Dog shit in high schools with like 0 tooth. All milquetoast bullshit with no tooth. There's definitely no one getting their fucking heads blown right the fuck off on like within the first 10 seconds of the fucking OVA starting.
I hate you, Eerie. She's so easy to read sometimes.
It's so awesome.
She's got nowhere else to go. Maybe I should go back and make up with Eerie again. No! No! Erie needs to learn that she has to be nicer to me or else she can't have my magic anymore. How? It's her fault if I get a new partner.
Oh, Voshfan's here. Hey, Voshfan. I'm sorry, your bro is not live right now. Imagine having your name and then not being a Voshfan anymore. What kind of life that would be. You just have to be reminded of what you used to love.
I'm not a bandit or anything, but you know, you could get really lost if you started running around the forest at this time of night.
Alright, let's see if I can get another pose here. Alright, let's see what we got going on.
That rotten little Wiggin!
This is the quintessential 90s anime hand. Listen, you guys, if you don't know about this hand shape, this is the 90s hand shape. It's really the only hand shape to rule all hand shapes. This is it. This is me after I've punched my romantic interest into the moon, into the sun. This is me after someone I don't have a crush on grabs my boob.
Rotten little Wiggin! Damn! She took the idol! Damn, you rotten little flea bait. I could forgive her for taking off with her.
Oh, these are pretty good hands.
But she grabbed my wallet too. No money, no magic, no food, and no idol either. I'm totally screwed.
All of these items are absolutely genuine. They don't call me honest Galaf for nothing, you know. Just look at that shine, gentle sir. Isn't that lovely? Yes. Now, this is
You guys got a good face. See if I can draw it quickly before it gets too late. Oh no, there it is.
It's a mistake. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not the man I used to be, honest. Please let me go, and I'll do anything you ask me to do.
Anything?
Oh, most assuredly, yes.
Now that you mention it, old man, I might be persuaded to let you go. You have got to be kidding me! You don't really.
Oh, she's in a cute outfit.
Wearing something like this, do you?
But you look good like that.
You bastard! You're enjoying this, aren't you?
My. Do I hear someone forgetting who it was who got this position for her?
Hey, what are you doing? Why are you standing around chatting when there's still work to do?
For a 90s anime, the voice acting isn't too bad. You know, this could have been way more dog shit.
Out the window and act like a witch. Wiggle your butt and smile.
Won't wiggle.
Is she dropping the N-bomb? What the fuck is she saying under her breath?
Look at the money transfer now.
Hey, don't get saucy with us, Jake. Get her, Miguel!
She's like all gangle. She's only gangly legs. Her whole body is a gangle.
Well, actually, the truth of the matter is that my partner took it and ran off. You're a lousy liar.
Well, I guess I'll have to search you.
Hehehe.
Behavior like that won't be tolerated in this place of business, sir. Excuse me? If you have something to say to one of my employees, I'm afraid you'll have to address it to me first.
She's getting
Punch him. That guy punches hard. He punched his nose off. They had a good set of stock hands to like a good well of like 6 anime hands to pull from for all these poses.
Oh, no way. Erie can take care of herself. You do want me to come with you, don't you?
Of course I do. I can't do
Oh yeah, the scene. Look at this freaking horse animation. It's just, this is the worst. Looks so bad.
I can't imagine what sort of
Just
thing
like
you'll be
weird
so
up and
sorry
down
you
pulsing.
won't let us map like that.
I guess they didn't want to animate it too much.
But he seems so nice. Oh well, at least once we're past this town, I know how to get there from here.
And again! Come on, it's just getting fun! Is that the best you can do?
Pretty good, Sonny.
You're not getting away from me! I still owe you this tip from last time!
He's trying to draw me some weird anime shapes.
Take heat of my power, make time like molasses a minute an hour. Take the energy expended and add to my hex. This I command thee, Spirit's vertex!
Yeah, it's wild what dumb. The thing with anime, it's just that like, what are you gonna watch? Like Yogi Bear, or are you gonna watch this like shit that's a little more adult and like, in retrospect, it's kind of childish, but compared to what we had access to, it was like way more adult.
Damn that old bastard! A curse that turns me into mouse.
So it's really a lot more engaging.
Punishment for blowing up a stupid laboratory. Wake up! Wake up! Oh, wake up! Come on, you stupid idiot! Wake!
Russia? Oh.
It was too close.
What's this? Some kind of medicine? I can't believe she doesn't have anything of value in here. Huh?
Excuse me! Did you forget something in my bag?
Oh, I just decided to help organize your luggage.
Why were you?
Here it is again.
Thank you so
I'm gonna beat him up. The beat him up fist. The 90s beat him up fist. Punch that guy. Punch him to the moon.
I heard with my very own ears that the second enchanted item is supposed to be buried in an old ruin just ahead of us on it.
Why did she put skin-colored poops on their heads?
During my travels.
Yeah, so where's this ruin?
Inside Salim, the underground city.
So, this is the proof of royalty? Mm-hmm. Are you sure this is all right? Huh? Well, what about your partner? This idol is something that the two of you work together to get.
So what? She's too mean and grouchy anyway. She's probably...
I love the spoilers. I love watching Robotech, and they kept like trying to explain why they're like a building collapsed, and then they were like, "Oh, thank God we emptied that building from of people, so no one died." Only for like by episode 11, the whole Earth gets destroyed. Like, why even fucking bother?
But still?
Where are they all like? Did they all just get evacuated to fucking another planet? Yeah, well, no, they don't. Now everyone's like a moe blob. They make a girl and then they add like a little bit more chisel.
This map is genuine.
What makes you so sure?
Oh, please.
This is a man.
That lousy
A
traitor.
90. This is a modern boy.
Jerk, but you and I are going to take it away from them.
And then if it's a girl, you do this.
Spam. I knew she couldn't stay away. Hey, Galaf! The second item we need to get the ultimate power is buried in the underground city of Salim, isn't it?
Oh?
So just having the proof of royalty would be useless unless you had the second item too.
What are you babbling about?
Just play along with me, okay?
But it's basically the same thing. You just do it like this.
We'd better open up some distance.
I don't know. But definitely this guy looks real cool. He's got a big face. He's got a big masculine face.
Don't worry about it. You just make sure we're going the right way. Jeez, that fam is so much trouble. We lost them.
Looks like we were too careful. Huh? Russia, someone wants us to go this way. Hey!
You fathead. I'm not going to fall into such an obvious trap that easily. They must have gone this way. I'd say use your brains, but you've been sitting on them too long.
How do I draw this guy?
I don't believe this.
Now that's really
Where does his hair stem from?
That's the biggest
Oh, we're not gonna see him for a while. God damn it.
Roots, they're branches, but for some reason they're all growing into the ground. It's as if there is something more powerful than the sun bare.
I'm gonna assume the ears here. We'll see next time I see this character.
Trying to get to it.
What's in this area?
Know what I'm thinking?
The big question mark to me. I'm gonna assume his neck's like this with the
Maybe in the ultimate
with an Adam's apple.
I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Enjoying yourself, fam?
What's up, fam?
You Wigan folk are very close to the spirits, aren't you?
Yes, but the spirits in here are afraid of something. Oh, what do you think happened in here, Lyle?
A war, fam. The Lord who once ruled this land decided that he wanted to keep all of the magic for himself, and a war broke out between him and the citizens. The magic users were powerful and resisted fiercely, until finally, the Lord allowed the magics that supported this city to run amok.
Are you talking?
This guy's kind of cute looking,
I don't know.
but he's still extremely masculine
It was decimated in a matter of seconds.
with his giant
Of that great
Adam's apple.
probably just a sign of the amount of power that must have been unleashed. This was a prosperous city. So much was lost here. Or I should say, only after it was all lost did it become clear how prosperous the city had been. Fam, you really ought to make peace with Erie and rekindle your friendship. You should do it while you still can.
Lyle?
I gotta start drawing full body poses because, like, I want to get a better idea how to, like, draw these. This girl's just, like, basically.
Cold down here.
Can't you do something magical to warm us up?
Not
But
now.
why not? I thought you could do magic.
Just forget it. Using magic isn't an option.
Her legs are always like this.
Bam decides to show up. So which way do we go now?
And then
Let's see.
they have, like, a little skirt.
No.
Not again! I can't believe we lost track of them again!
Why can't we follow them more closely since they know we're here anyway?
Oh, there he is.
Myself by accepting their charity?
He's got way bigger eyebrows. Okay, I forgot his eyebrows. And he's got, like,
Treasure is always at the very
that.
bottom of the dungeon, you know. Now this is certainly different.
How strange. All these stairs only go up.
Hey, if they only go up, then maybe.
Then maybe we're at the very bottom.
But we haven't gone down far enough yet.
Huh?
Damn, there are a lot of them.
I can't communicate with them at all. Why can't I, Lyle?
It's because these aren't living creatures, fam. They're artificial. They're just puppets powered by magic. Muppets.
Are you sure, Lyle?
Yes, I know the man that's controlling them.
What?
I'm sorry I got you into this, fam.
What are you doing here?
God, so much screaming in this part. Now, whenever I watch anime and it's loud, I'm reminded of being yelled at by parents to turn it down, and I totally get it now. This shit's fucking annoying sometimes.
Try to keep close to my side, okay?
Sure.
How do you like beating little puppet parts, huh? Oh, Mama, these things are really tough!
Mamma mia!
We need some magic.
Used your magic.
Come on, fam. I'm sorry about
We're
what I
good.
said about you.
Oh, she's got a little like ear tufts. I guess she's like a thing.
Please help us.
Please, fam?
Spirits of strength, your forces I wield, I command you to build an impenetrable shield!
Great work!
Out of my way! Oh, spirits that reside in the air! I summon a wave to rip, smash, and tear! Blasting them for this clear into next year!
You idiot! What the hell are you doing?
They keep falling down. They have completely fallen. And they can't get up. That's another 80s, 90s nugget for you, y'all kids.
Hey, get away from him! Little kitties don't belong here. Would you mind if I asked you your name, darling?
It's Lyle.
So she has like these little tuffers.
My name is Rasha. I'm on
Little blush lines.
Mr. Lyle.
Where's your handsome lad? I need to know how to draw him. There he is. Oh, he's got like this shit.
She started it!
I seek vengeance. My foe is after the ultimate power.
Those strange things we just fought were his creations?
That's right.
So what you're really after is your enemy, not the treasure itself?
Exactly.
Fam, Lau is revealing this to us because it might be safer if we stayed out of this fight.
I don't care!
How do I draw this a little better here?
The shopkeeper who sold Lyle that nasty old fake meth, are you?
What did you say about your changing her ways?
So, you're assuming that your nemesis will be where the treasure is?
Yes, he'll be there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, modern anime looks like dog shit to me. And the biggest culprit is all the lines getting super thin because of HD, and so everything just looks like super thin line bullshit. I can't fucking stand how thin modern anime lines are. They just...
You're a prince?
There's just no line quality to anything now, so all you get is like color. And the color is not anything to call home to because they're just playing it safe with their colors, so it's like, there's nothing. There's nothing left. It's a husk.
What's that? You've heard of him?
Of course I have. He's the overlord who used his black magic to conquer the entire North Continent all by himself.
So you do.
You should always do cell shading.
I'm honored.
Always. I know it's more work, but it looks great. Even if it's not like perfectly accurate.
I will spill the blood of our entire nation. Remember, your evil face is burned into my mind like a scar.
What a pity it is that you should insist on throwing away the life that good fortune allowed you to keep. You still have much to learn.
Get him. Damn, that animation looked like hard. I'm gonna look at that animation again. What's the shortcut for frame by frame on YouTube? It's, I think, these dots.
Much to learn, my dear.
What is it? No, it's not that. What is it? What is this? It is that. It's dot. Oh, it's this. Here we go. That's a cool frame. That's a good animation frame. That's a good, look at that broken arm, man. You gotta pull that shit out. That shit's that's what makes animation good. Look at that hand. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Damn. They love doing this shit. Put the hand right in front. Look at this. From here to here. No in between. Yeah, and then it's like you had to press pause and then hope you hit the right frame, and it's jittering 2 different frames, and you had to like wince and go like, I guess that's good. Look at this shit. Look at that. Wah, 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 wah.
That can't be.
And then if we want to actually learn from animation, if ever you guys want to learn from animation, you watch a sequence like this, and then you go here. Okay, here's how you learn. Here's how you do this. You look at this frame, okay, mid-action, you're like, okay, this is what this is. You draw it real quick, remembering what the motion was, right? So you're trying to visualize that motion. Don't worry too much about getting the character correctly. And this is what you do. You go, you try to remember what the next frame should be. You do your best guess, and then you correct yourself. So my best guess is she's turning around, so she's going to be going this way, and she's casting a spell. So I'm going to assume if she's going to be going backwards. I can't remember what was happening, but I think the camera isn't moving forward, so she'll be over here, or maybe either her hand will be on the screen, or her hand will be like really big. I'm curious about what this is going to be. I'm going to assume it's going to be like something like this. Let's see if I was wrong. I should have pressed next. Let's see what it was. I'm curious. Oh, so it was a pullback. So it wasn't too far off, but it was actually, instead of so this is my biggest issue with animation, is I stay too long on the same shot. So if this was animated, it would just be kind of static with one motion, but because the character's being moved back quite a lot, it'll be a lot more dynamic and motion heavy, instead of just, because like what I drew would just be this arm moving really, and not much camera movement, so it would just kind of look static on screen. So if I do this, okay, and then you go, what would I do to make this dynamic animation? What would the next frame be? And then you keep correcting yourself, and you kind of like, so the next one would be, I'm gonna assume even further, either further. So the hands can't be in this pose again. So either the character has to keep rotating, or they have to go up and then cast a spell. So they're going to be like, they're going to shoot a spell. So they're going to be further away. I'm going to assume they're going to be further away. So I'm trying to piece together the logic of what the next anime frame's going to be. But I think this is not far enough, so I'm going to go make them smaller. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. Yeah, so I was actually kind of... So they settle. So this ends up being a settle. So they go here and then they settle. So this is the heavy motion, this is the in-between motion, and this is we're settling into the key already. So this would be, we're nearing the key being this, the casting the spell, which is like this thing. Then this is like an in-between to those two things. So this arm goes here, this arm goes back, and then we're settling into that animation. So it's fun because it allows you to be creative and like try to troubleshoot and be wrong, but not be wrong. So the thing is like, I wasn't wrong with my drawings because I did something wrong, but it could have been fine to do what I did, but it wasn't what they did. And so why that's more engaging to me is that it allows me to kind of troubleshoot and try to like figure out what the artist did to get to where they were, while still keeping it kind of blind enough to be creative and try my own ideas. So it's kind of like a hybrid approach to the process.
I think I shall leave that sword with you in commemoration of
God, they love this fucking armor back in the era.
next meeting.
They love drawing these giant, really complicated shoulder folds. This is the shoulder pads before. This is before WoW monopolized giant shoulder pads.
This prince is keeping company with some real nasties.
He was able to deflect your magic without uttering a spell himself.
Oh, benevolent spirits of healing, alleviate the pain this brave man is feeling.
I'm trying to.
He's all right.
I feel like I'm gonna have to really get a good idea of what these proportions are, because the guy, I feel he's just almost like a this.
This is the sword of Sargus. Yes.
Real, it's this.
For you.
But I feel that even that's too short. He really feels like it's.
All right.
The legs feel so long.
Legend's true. The sword of Sargus requires a soul free of temptation.
Yeah, just a lot of flipping. But I'll be honest, I was watching some videos of people flipping, and it's like once you're into the zone, like the flipping isn't. It seems really kind of almost magical, but you know, once you're inside the process, it's almost like might as well. It might as well be almost automatic. That's a good pose. I like that. See if I can draw it.
Tell me of your wish.
Me?
My head was over here.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Who are you?
Goes like this.
I am the spirit Sargus.
Oh my God, she's so naked.
Why me?
Because your spirit is comforting. It is different.
I definitely did push this pose enough.
City,
What I remember of it.
fond of your spirit.
I can ask.
Anything.
Are you alright?
What's up, fam? Sorry, every time I'm gonna do it.
Just talk to the spirit of Sargus.
Sargus. I barely Margus.
The sword! But Eerie... What? Van? Oh, I'm sorry, Eerie. I asked Sargus to help Lyle instead of me.
What? You mean you just gave it to him? Does that mean that if we want to find the ultimate power, that we're gonna have to go along with them and fight that monstrous magician guy?
enough to come along and assist you in all of your struggles, Prince Lyle.
Well, I don't know if I can thank you enough.
What's this email?
It's fine. Eerie, I should
I
have...
gotta check
Well,
what this says here.
wasn't as if I could have done anything with it anyway, you know? But since I'm not about to rest until I make that old goat regret ever knowing me, count me in! Oh, you mean you're still willing to come along with us, Eerie? If you don't mind my tagging along, partner. Thank you, Eerie!
Thank you. All of you.
Hey, wait a second. I don't remember me saying anything about me coming along and...
Oh, Miguel, you're always joking around. Huh? And what are you two doing back there?
I gotta send an email real quick. One moment.
Quest as well?
Sure, the more the merrier. And so our partnership of two has suddenly swelled as 5 new members have joined us for the greatest quest. Rasha, the sorcerer, Miguel, the alleged master swordsman, Lyle, prince of the now-gone kingdom of Rebart, the merchant Galuff and his dog Gil. Our journey will be a quest for the ultimate power, and that means we will have to face the black sorcerer, Ragudarol, again. How will the strength of our tiny band stand up against the awesome powers he commands? We'll find out soon enough.
The monotony's taking its toll, isn't it? There's not much for Rune Explore to do on the open sea.
While you, on the other hand, can run your scams and shady confidence schemes practically anywhere.
Land or sea, I try to keep my hand in, and you're no stranger to the nautical way of life either.
Well, actually, I'm more used to traveling in the hold than a private cabin.
Then at least the only rats you might find in your bed will be traveling first class.
Yeah, I'd love to have these cells, but I bet you they're hard to find.
Yes, yes. Well, take it easy and try to relax until we get to the island.
I just wish it was as easy as that. Just thinking about how to handle Ragudarol gives me a headache. And I'm not getting much help from the others. Miguel just plays with his sword, and Rasha and Fam keep fighting. Hmm? Do you mind?
No.
Don't you just love the ocean on a day like
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, I really don't like how anime and movies are all very
How many different countries?
even tone now.
I don't know. I've been traveling so long that I've kind of lost track of them all.
You don't know how much I envy you.
I bet that's the last time I'll hear Prince say that.
So, you meet a lot of us then?
Well, actually, you're my first, oh great and honored sir. How's that?
Very nice.
Got the right shape.
But seriously, Lyle,
You want to know about the Doodle, right?
that's right.
Let's try this again.
The northern
These proportions, I'm trying to like absorb this as I go,
they rallied around Rio.
but it really feels like I gotta sit down and actually like box this in.
presided over. My father was a just and wise ruler, and he preferred the path of peace to that of conflict whenever possible. Still, the seeds of war may be sown in any ground on
Oh,
which
no, it's fine,
humans
whatever.
tread, no matter how
I'd rather
difficult
engagement
or
than
how prosperous the times.
nothing,
To
so.
that end, my father maintained a staff of wise aides and ambassadors who brought about a new age of peace. It was a time of great rejoicing. The twin bounties of peace and prosperity
That doesn't look like rejoicing, it looks like nightmare.
alike celebrated in festivals of wine and song.
The fuck is this? It's a nightmare.
lads in whom a young prince could place his trust. And there were women, including one who I came to love as much as life itself.
Here's my girlfriend. She has a stupid mask on.
How could I have known then that that happiness was soon to end? Under the strong encouragement of my father, I left Rayan on a journey.
Well,
It was my
horses are very big, it
venture
seems.
beyond the boundaries of the nation in which I was raised, so that I might gaze about at the vast open world that surrounded our borders. Saying farewell was difficult, but this was part of my duty as a prince, and in any case, I would not be gone that long.
Oh, that man's small. An evil priest, like all priests. Look how cool that guy's eyebrows. Let's go back to his evil eyebrows. Look at that. Look at that guy. I'm gonna just draw this real quick. And he's got like what's going on. The trick with eyebrows is the more you attach the eyebrows to an ocular orbit, the better off you are. If you're gonna do convincing eyebrows, especially like this, you're gonna want to like make sure the eyebrows follow the an ocular orbit. Otherwise, it's easy to get it. It's easy for it to kind of just find a life of its own and look weird. All right. The smaller the eyes, the better. The more evil they are.
I returned to find a land of ash and rubble, where green fields and lush orchards had once bloomed. Only char remained. Not a structure remained standing. From the army garrison to the smallest peasant hut.
Well, here's the thing that you forget. Not only did they animate it, but then some women had to go in with brushes and then brush all those lines in. Not like pen, not... Well, literally a brush. That shit's hard, man. Brushwork is really hard.
Prince Lyle.
Who is that?
Is somebody there?
Prince Lyle. You've returned at last.
Oh dear God! Chamberlain!
Yeah,
What happened
it's
here?
not great. Eyebrows are a pain, and I find the closer I stick to the ocular orbit, the better off I am.
Unleash the forbidden magic. And what of my parents, Maria?
Tell me!
Turned to sand and ash and blown away, like the morning fog. He left me like this. He left me alone to pass his words on to you, my prince. And then
I'm going to refine some of these drawings and try to recollect them while I do it.
Lyle, that Raguda seeks the legendary.
Man, I feel really out of practice with the tablets. I've been trying to force myself to do tablet work. And I'll say one thing about a tablet that it has a benefit. It might be like harder to get precision, especially because like I have it set to a small area on the tablet, but man, can you draw fucking... So it's not one for one. It's like I just have to move like a little bit, like barely, like a millimeter to get like, I think from here to here, let's see, from here to here it's about from here to here I'd say that's 3 inches. So like you can really move fast and sketch really fast in a way that a Wacom or like a screen you can on a screen. Like you can, I can see this large, but I can do little tiny strokes. So it might be a pain to do precision lines, but as far as like sketching out something really fast and kind of covering a lot of ground fast, it's kind of crazy. I forgot how effective it is at that.
Neither you nor the others have to come with me.
Don't be ridiculous.
If ever you want to know what the advantages of a tablet over a Cintiq, that's definitely one of them.
Thanks, Siri.
And just generally better ergonomics.
You cheats! No fair! How could you? You were talking with Lyle all alone while we were slaving in the kitchen! Pretending to be uninterested and then sneaking around behind our backs. Talk about your shameless hussies! Excuse me? Hey, Lyle, food is ready. You mean you cook something, fam? Yeah, so what?
Yeah, I've been doing that. Or I just go, I sketch it on, the tablet and I put it on my iPad. Maybe either or, really. I've been doing a lot more traditional ink. I think I want to try, I was supposed to do it with my Dojin, but I just ran out of time. But I definitely really like to try to get a traditional comic done, but like use digital to sketch it out and then print it, or print it out and then use a light box to do the inking process.
This is amazing, Rasha.
Well, it's not much, really, but I had to make do with what I could find in the ship's stores.
My, this is certainly something. I guess it goes to show you can't judge a book by its cover.
What was that?
Oh, no, I didn't mean it the way it sounded. I mean, it was amazing that you're so good at so many things.
I definitely feel this is faster than traditional or, you know, one-for-one drawing. Like, being able to literally move so far in this, like, the smallest stroke is kind of crazy.
Is my credibility so low that you don't
But, like, trying to, like, hit the lines nicely is a little harder. I don't know, I mean, I've done tons of really good line art on the tablet, but it's definitely, like, it's the weaker aspect.
With those records as well.
I'm the one paying for the ship and crew. Would I waste money if I wasn't sure?
Well, I think you'll find this meal to be an outstanding bargain, but it's getting cold. Lyle, try this. This is much better than that. I'd be very wary of eating anything as strange looking as that if I were you. That much!
Oh, calm down. Don't you ever relax?
I've spent a lot of time on that. Don't you want me to calm down, you buffoon?
Oh, be quiet. Is something wrong, little doggy?
What's going with the fucking dog? Why is it bleeding so much?
What is this?
Yes, this does seem to be rather spicy.
Well, I guess
Yeah, this is just a Wacom. This is just like a tablet, like a non, like a...
Hey, are you okay?
I'm not looking at a screen right now. This is just, you know, old school digitizer, not an on-screen. Honestly, this would be a lot slower if I was on a iPad or a on-screen tablet. Like I said, I think that's the benefit. I think you can just really cover more pace, cover more ground.
Well, I guess asking them is the only logical course of action.
I guess this boat fucking sequence I don't remember this being so long, but I don't think I was paying too much attention.
Would you mind repeating that again?
I asked if you would
What
teach
did you
Rasha
say?
how to use our swords better, and if Rasha would teach Fam magic.
you're kidding me, right?
Raguderol is a real nasty character. I don't know.
Raguderol? That sounds like an Italian meal.
She's right.
An Italian dessert.
Every edge we can get to take that monster on. Rasha, can we count on your assistance?
Why, yes, of course, if that's what you want, Lyle.
Well, I'm not interested in sharing any of
But you'd be more than glad to do it in the name of the cause, right?
How many times does it take until you get the idea, you idiot, huh? Use your head a little. Do you really think a little girl like you has a chance of taking me head on?
Oh, come on! Why don't you give me a break?
Is that any way to talk to someone who's doing you a favor, huh? You're the one who came to me asking for the sword lessons, aren't you?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Whatever, I'm sick of your damn whining. It's your turn, Prince. Right, I'm yours.
Wait, Miguel, what about me?
Oh, why don't you get one of those bored-looking sailors to fight you? Then at least you'll be evenly matched.
Hey, just what the hell do you mean by that?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Hey, I'm doing you a favor. I know you sailors love to fight with girls. It's the only way you can win.
Hey, we don't fight no girls. And anyway,
Wait, no girls. We're lads.
but not some Tom girl we're not even sure is a girl.
Yeah, give us that blonde in a chainmail bikini.
Are you calling me a boy? Say that again!
That's it, much better. Laundry?
And it needs cleaning.
You want me to do it? Huh?
Are you saying that you have a problem with that?
No, of course not. I'm glad to do my share.
And when you're finished with that, the kitchen floor needs to be waxed. Don't let me catch you goofing off.
I wouldn't think of it.
You're going to help too.
Come on, Fangirl, there's no time to waste.
Yeah,
but what?
about these spells, they're the kind that break and hurt things, right? The spirits don't like you if you keep using bad spells like that.
Don't be stupid. What would magic be good for if you couldn't use it to blow things up? The more powerful a spell is, the more destructive it is.
That's not true. My magic will allow me to talk to spirits and check on the way.
Alright, I'm tired. I'm gonna actually go look at a character sheet for this. Because I hate that I can't even come close to drawing the proportions. You're fine.
Not very much, but I still...
Ruin Explorers.
I'm not doing this
Character sheets.
because your partner asked. I'm doing this because it's important to Lyle. You do want to be able to help Lyle win, don't you, fam? Well, all right then. Recite the fire spell for me.
How did it go again, Rasha?
Don't give me bullshit ones. Give me real ones. Get out of here, AI. I don't need you right now. Or really ever. Where the fuck is it? What are those? What are character sheets called in Japanese again? Something Gen Zen something. Fuck. I'm gonna just have to wait. Oh, here we go. Although this doesn't feel too accurate. The anime feels a little more crazy. God, these designs. It's nuts. Oh, here we go. So here we go. Those boots are fucking huge. Holy shit. Yeah, I know, right? You had to wait for new type to show it if you were lucky. If you're lucky, they'd show up in new type. Okay, so alright, so what we're looking at here I'm just curious because it's just so psychotically shaped to me and my brain can't get around these friggin' proportions. This one good enough? I'll just use a new layer on top. So proportionally, it's just crazy. The head, just another head, so 2 heads. It literally is exactly what I thought it was. It's just psycho shit. It's psycho proportions. My god. How is this allowed? How does this even work? How does this not look worse than it does? It's so crazy to me. Oh my god, how the hell? How the fuck do you make this work? Okay, so now that I have some context, now I know once I'm drawing these, I have to literally draw 2 head shapes, and then how many legs, how many lengths of body is that? 1. I have to go, sorry, I have to go, how many head shapes do I have to go? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then basically another head and head for the feet, if not more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So look how off I am. This is like way not proportional enough. What I need is, so if I were to correct my older drawing here, I'd have to do this.
What's going on? Easy, men. Don't panic until we know what's going on. Rosha, stand ready.
Right.
And then a little tiny hitbox. And then here we go. They'd just be like 2 long ass legs. What's the length of the arms?
How nice of him to visit.
So another 2 heads. So head's not big enough, so bigger head. And then 2 head length arms. And then I'm closer.
You looking for something, Prince? I'm afraid you're just a little late.
It's the mirror of truth.
Yes, and now
All
I'll
right.
be checking the other 2 items, please.
Oh, no, you are.
Now I know. Now I know.
Eat still, freak!
Yes!
The great Miguel has defeated over 100 horsemen in one battle. Be careful, Miguel. Guard yourself.
The limits of your puny strength have now been revealed. Now witness mine!
I don't think I could ever feel naturally, get a natural feel for these proportions. It's just so crazy to me. It's so very strange. What's going on?
Damn, that bastard's tough.
He's an evil man.
Actually made me feel pain. I was foolish to dismiss the possibility that some souls of the same type as mine. I shall return your favor in my castle, and for this small pain I shall repay you 100-fold. I shall be waiting.
Sargus! I thought you said that you would be willing to help Lyle.
That just shows you how powerful Ragudaral's magic is.
A mouse! And it's talking!
What the hey? Oh, I know that voice. Eerie, is that you?
Yep.
What's going on here?
Well, you see, Eerie turns into a mouse when she uses magic. Forget about it. We've got to get to Ragudaral's castle.
Is that wise? He's got all 3 items he needs to summon the ultimate power.
If he has time to complete the ritual, he'll be completely unstoppable.
Bam! You talked directly to the spirit of Sargus, and he promised to help Lyle defeat Ragudaral, didn't he? And you've never heard of a spirit not keeping his or her word, have you, Sam? And we still have a chance, see? Ragudaral may have taken the sword of Sargus, but the spirit of the sword is on our side. Don't you guys get it?
Ragudarol still sounds like Italian dessert. I'm sorry.
That's it exactly. This saga's not over yet.
I can't believe a mouse just said that.
Well, let's get a move
So I guess this is how you do it.
Some unfinished business.
Eerie? You heard what Ragudaral said. There's some connection between my style of magic and the form he uses. I don't quite understand.
That's better than Dark Schneider. That shit made me laugh so hard every time.
Helpless.
Please tell me that she's not going to stay like that.
She takes these pills.
Next stop, Ragudaral's castle.
Wow, so this is the place where Lyle grew up.
Knock off the silly chatter, Dan. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, sure.
It's the next and final episode of Red Explorer.
Go for it. Disguise the queen and the wood.
Coming soon.
Damn you! Why do you not respond to my summon, Spirit Sword? My power is irresistible. Why don't you do as I say? Answer me!
You are not as strong as you believe. Your soul is lacking. Your wish shall not be granted.
How dare you! You're only a spirit!
Your wish will not be granted.
Enough! Silence!
I'm sorry about this.
Who is Maria, Lyle?
The girl I loved. The girl I was to marry. Oh, dear gods. Why could I not have died alongside her? See? Maria. Regutterol, I swear that you will burn in hell for what you've done. You took my Maria, my people, my everything.
A fire and iron this weapon was made. Now imbue your essence into this blade.
Does it ever stop raining around here?
Did you see anything down there in the village?
Nothing alive. Nothing but ash and ruin, as far as the eye could see.
It used to be a thriving trade center once, but there was nothing of value left.
I sincerely hope you weren't planning on returning to your old bag.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Erie. I would never do such a thing.
Well, you wouldn't, would you?
I've told you before. I'm a reformed man.
And I recall hearing that line before.
Hey, how's His Royal Highness holding up, fam?
Well, he's finally sleeping.
He's gotten a lot worse.
Can you imagine what it's like for him to return here? This kingdom and its people were his responsibility.
The burden must be there.
Sorry, guys.
Once we get the ultimate
Trying to
power,
make sure those don't come out, but
reclaim his rightful seat as the king of Rayon.
I'm a burper. I'm a burper.
And what's wrong with that? I am the most qualified.
Go ahead and indulge your fantasies. Just make sure you get some rest.
Damn, this drawing needs a bit of a revision. Look at this, guys. Oof, that's a. So this needed another go. I just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Let's just get a little bit of rain in there. Just a little. Just a little bit. I don't know, it's hard to not, it's hard to let that pass. I know maybe it's a style thing, but Jesus.
We'll break camp as soon as the rain lets up.
So who's got the watch this time?
Well, let's draw straws.
What? Not again?
Jeez, I always get the short straw.
Erie? I'm sorry I got you into this, Erie.
It's fine. Go to sleep.
I want to be able to I'm going through so much, and I'm sorry that I always cause so much trouble, Erie.
It's alright. Sweet dreams, fam.
Okay, good night.
I think I'm gonna wrap up after this last episode.
This is the church that Regutterol presided over?
It was a magnificent place, known throughout the continent for its beauty.
What is it, Gil? Hello, what's this?
Hold it! That's a stone of solemn oath.
A what?
I thought you knew about magic. The stone's a kind of warranty.
Oh, yeah? Did you know that, fam?
Look, the magician embeds his oath inside it so it can't be altered. All right, jackpot. And now, O spirit resident of the Stone of Sages, reveal the memory locked within your pages! it's focused, or you could be lost forever!
This is the memory locked within the stone? Look, something's coming into view. It looks like the mountains in the north of Raybart.
Recruiterol?
Despite the grandness of my rank and title, I was struck with despair at how little power the Archbishop of Raybart actually possessed. Even in the nation that was considered to be the most prosperous of the continent, there were so many who were forced to live so miserably. How pompous and foolish it was to believe that the acts of one mere man could end all this suffering. War, disease, poverty, discrimination, oppression. I longed for the power to do more than humanly possible. And in
Oh, so he's a good guy, and then he turned into a bad guy.
my goal. Magic was forbidden, but I didn't care. For what good was my rank and power while children still slept in the dust with empty bellies and hollow souls? I broke the seal the king had placed around the forbidden power and made it my own. What a wonderful power! With this power I could do anything. Nothing was beyond me. I could...
I remember now. That emblem is the same one that was used when I was first shown the ways of magic.
So your magic is from the same school as Recruiterol's. It's no wonder that those sea serpents obeyed you.
It also means that I could become just like Recruiterol.
No, that all depends on the nature of the user of the power. Recruiterol's desire to acquire more power must have been insanely strong. So strong that he was consumed by a demon.
But Rasha, I thought he only wanted the magic to help people.
Sincerity can still lead to tragedy when magic's involved, especially when the user attempts to invoke a spell he cannot control.
No matter how noble Recruiterol's intentions, they cannot in any way justify the horrors he committed against the people of Raybart. But in truth, my own intentions are now contaminated as well. I cannot extinguish my personal hatred for the man. Friends, it will be best for me to go alone from here.
You're wrong.
You need magic to fight magic.
Rasha's right. Don't underestimate our value to you.
No.
I won't listen to what you say anyway, you know. I'm coming, Prince.
But Miguel...
I'm going too, Lyle. Maybe I'm not as good with magic as Rasha and won't be able to help much. But I'll tough it out no matter what happens. And I won't ever whine or complain.
We're coming, Lyle.
Then I accept.
So, are you in for the finish, Galuf?
I'm coming too. How could I ever manage all by myself if you left me here all alone?
Wuss. Thank you. All of you.
So let's be off. Right, let's get on with it. We expected. Elfab!
Right! Spirits of the air, hear my voice alone! Turn your bodies as hard as stone! Hit those weapons like a cyclone!
We'll enter the castle through that breach.
Right.
Look who's talking.
Skellig, no hips. It's all boobs. It's like all chest and then no hips.
has he gotten to?
Oh, a castle of this size absolutely has to have some impressive treasure still hidden somewhere. Don't you think so, Gil? What's this? This must be the armory. Not gold, but treasures nevertheless.
The throne room is just beyond those stairs. Watch your backs.
You guys go ahead.
I'll guard your backs.
Are you mad?
We already know my sword won't hurt that monster. I'm useful here.
I'm not leaving you!
Rasha! Lyle's gonna need your magic, and you know it! Prince! I know you can hear me. Get moving! I'm gonna be too busy fighting to talk anymore.
Rasha.
For once in your life, do as I ask.
If that's the way you wanted, you big stupid ape! If you get killed, I'll never forgive you!
Alone and on foot, the great Miguel has beaten 1,000 mounted riders at once. Come on, demons.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna die.
The three treasures!
There you can have your so-called ultimate power, young prince. It is little more than a toy to me. Like my game with you. Simply a way of passing the time until the end of eternity itself.
Are you alright?
The sword of Sargas protected us.
Now at last I understand.
Damn. What a way to die.
Miguel! Catch! Looks like I made it in time. Don't worry about replacements. Feel free to chop them up as much as you please.
Hey, that's quite a collection you have there. Still, at least your greed comes in handy on occasion.
Is there another way to phrase that?
Yeah!
Finishing you off quickly would be far too merciful. I hope that you can put up enough of a fight to make this interesting.
As you wish!
Mere children's toys.
Oh, thee that immobilized spirits of vertex freaking
Little fool. Did you really think you could use your magic where my spirit reigns supreme?
She's just stunned.
All spirits that reside in the air!
This one's mine! Lyle! You get one shot! Aim straight for Ragudero when my spell goes off! Use the sword! Stand ready!
But Eerie!
You don't have to worry about my magic working! That's why I'm worried. You could be consumed by his power! Lyle, wait for my signal!
Is that that the best you can do? You can barely defend yourself against my weakest magics. What's wrong, Lyle? Were you not going to strike me down?
Get ready, Lyle!
All right.
Here he appears that heed my inflection! Turn power against power in insurrection! Stop this thing with his own reflection!
O Sargus, master of ages untold, unleash the energy of this sword I hold!
Raguderol, for what you've done to my people, you will die.
Your people? What knowledge do you nobles have of the people? You never saw the truth. You have no idea what burned in my heart. I saw the truth. I saw the plight of the people, and I acted. And so I took my powerlessness, my power without power. It was not enough to save the people. I'd longed for the power to save them. And so I took your forbidden magic, yes, but I did it for the people. I took your magic and it took me instead. The demon of corruption consumed my soul and stole my body, and still it lets me live. The power of magic, the greatest of temptations.
Sargus!
Will you be able to draw out the true power of that sword, young prince? Of course not. No whimpering royal brat could ever muster the purity and strength of character to do so!
Stay back, fam. This is my battle. I cannot.
I mean, it's about to be over, so I don't know what to tell you.
I can't stand this, Eerie! I can't help Lyle at all! I can't hear the voices of the spirits anymore.
Damn, whoa!
Oh, you're back!
Profiterole! I'm thinking about profiteroles. Definitely.
Crush you with my own hands, royal brats. Now you'll die.
Spirits of the earth, of the oceans, of the woods, and the sky! Save Lyle, please! Please don't let him die!
Sargus, I beg you. Give me the strength. Give me the power to keep fighting him.
You ask for that which lies deep within you. It was the same request that drove this man mad. You know why Celine was doomed. You know that it had nothing to do
Yeah, because
with my power.
they used to care about doing it, not just how much money they're gonna make. They got rid of all the nerds once the money showed up.
How can this be? How can these spirits remain active after my magic is... Huh?
Stand up, Lyle!
Maria?
Lyle, please stand. Don't give up. The spirits did this?
Yes, they're assuming the form they found inside Lyle's memories.
His memory.
Yeah, only a memory. But Lyle can fight on with her.
Her rat form looks really stupid.
Oh, man.
Lyle.
No, fam.
Spirit of Sargus, grant me the power.
Yeah, but like, this shit didn't exist anywhere. Imagine how special you felt knowing that your hobby was extremely high quality and looked awesome as fuck.
Set aside your desires, your anxieties, your hatred, and your anger. That is the price. Only then will I comply with your requests. For this is not the path which normal men must travel. This is the lonely path which only kings may walk.
It's over, you guys. I mean, back then it literally felt like secret magic tomes, like considering how violent and pornographic some of these were, it felt like it shouldn't exist. Like, everyone's watching Simpsons and Yogi Bear and shit, and like Scooby-Doo, and you have like literally the most illicit, crazy ass fucking animated shit ever. It truly felt like something from a different world. Like it doesn't belong on our planet.
I sure got one hell of a partner.
And so do I.
All right.
So, why didn't Sargus respond to Ragudural's demands?
Probably because Ragudural's heart wasn't completely tainted with evil. His desire to save the people was still in there at the core of his soul, right up until the very end. The spirit of Sargus answers only to hearts that are determined and pure.
Speaking of which, there's an anime I'm trying to find a really cool, not good way to watch it. And for some reason, this is one of those few things I can't find on Kiss Anime.
I will rebuild this nation. It will take a long time, but that's my duty. It's what I must do.
You've changed. You're like a different person.
Am I?
I'm trying to find this shit.
You transformed into a real prince. It's great. I'm happy, but I'm crying inside.
All I'm finding is fucking Crunchyroll. Oh, maybe Just Watch? Can't find any cool, not... Oh, it's on someone's public Plex server. Let's see if I can get it off of their Plex.
Thank you for
On Prime Video, supposedly. Honestly,
Of course.
I just really like the designs for this. I don't know if this anime is any good. Doesn't look good, honestly. It looks kind of like insipid. There's like a robot character I like. And a witch character. Oh, here it is. Roboco. Yeah, it's a modern one, but I like the robot designs. Although the robot wearing glasses is kind of a little bit stupid. I'm supposed to be able to watch it on rent. I'm not renting this shit. What do you think this is? The 90s? I'm not renting anything. Just show it to me. Oh, I can't watch it. Okay. Alright, I guess I can just watch it. Cool. I was complaining for no fucking reason. Alright. I'm done, guys. I'm gonna cut up the start. I did a bunch of like review on some traditional life drawing stuff I was doing. I need to cut that up, make that its own like upload. But see you guys next time. Thanks for dropping by and stuff. Maybe the real ruins we explored was my ruined ass. Disgusting.
それがどれだけ恐ろしく輝かしい行いなのかを知る者は存在しなかった。